everybody. I've got a cutie patootie and something a little bit different. I wanted to use creams and beige and grays for a journal. And I found this, I don't know if I think it's like a cocktail napkin in my stash, and I really, really loved it. So I used it for the cover. And on the front, I just put some images, real pretty lady in a dress. And these are lace flowers with a part of a crochet doily in the center and a seam binding bow. Real pretty. And I mean, this is how it came. It was real thready and worn, and I really, really loved it. So going on the inside, I used a linen tie closure, and it's like I said, it's a little bit different. It's not coffee stained. It's done lightly inked on white paper. I don't do that too often, but I just was in the mood. So I've got a pocket here with some twisted seam binding that I stitched on, and some fabrics and some seam binding here with a little button. And this on the inside cover is part of a curtain. And I added 2 cards for journaling. It's stitched in cream. And like I said, I just inked the edges and just let it come on through. And it's just got different stuff. It's lightly inked. And some places have a little script stamp, some don't. A pretty image there. Over here's a pocket with a book page behind it. And this is the stitching from the other side. Some seam binding with a flower. Some nice lined paper. This has got some lace with some yarn. Some very faint stamping here. It's lines. I wasn't trying to be perfect in any of this. I just let happen what happened. What will be, will be. Pretty image there. Got some lace coming down the side with the gold bow. Part of a book page here. I liked it because it had a pretty cream color to it. Some old-timey bank checks. And one of the little stuffers we like to make. I just adhered it to the page. And this has got some pretty lace running down the edge there. Little tuck spot with some ladies on the porch. I just love the combination. Y'all know how much I love that contrast. Look. But it's got nice pages and lots of them. I use a little bit heavier paper with it. It's not as heavy as a cardstock. It's probably half the weight of the cardstock, but it's heavier than like your 20-pound paper. I think it's like a 32. So it's got a nice feel to it. This is just here for pretty. It's laces with some laces. And just some photographs there. A little bit of stamping. Got some sari silk here in an image. And these are some ladies that are looking at dresses, you know, back when they used to have models come out and show the dresses. And you picked what you wanted. Pretty image there. This paper is made by Strathmore. And it's actually called doodle paper. I use it because I like to doodle. And I thought I'd put some of it in because it's got the gray. And then I came over it with, that's the Tim Holtz antique linen that I used throughout this book. To just give it a little bit of a stain. Little pretty images. Another card here with some ribbon and fuzzies. Over here is a tuck spot, and it's got the lace from the other side with part of a crochet doily and a sari silk bow, and a lady in a beautiful dress. But what I like is her mirror image. She's got a mirror on the dresser, and you can see her face in the mirror. I thought that was pretty neato. More crochet doily and seam binding and laces. And here's a little pocket with the sari silk. And I said seam binding, didn't I? That's not seam binding, that's sari silk. I've got some sari silk here. This is seam binding. Part a little lace flower. And no card inside. It's just delightful contrast. It's almost like the book is just starting to age. More of the Strathmore paper, just with the image. Some lined paper here. Part of that book page with some seam binding. I didn't go crazy in decorating this book because I wanted it more, I wanted it to have a lot of places to write because it is a small sized journal, which I didn't measure. Shame on me. I'll do that in a, well, let's do it now. What the heck, right? It's 6 3/4 by 4 1/2. And this is the center of the signature. And it's got little circles made out of book pages and different fabrics. And this one's got a little yarn on it. And this one's got a yarn flower with the ephemera behind it. And that's the seam binding from the other side. No, it's not. Seam binding from further down the book. Ah, oh no. There it is. Part of a book page. I just love the texture of this paper too. One of my favorite things is to doodle. And the seam binding, different fabrics, and the lace flower. Tiny bit of stamping. Lace with part of a crocheted doily in the sari silk. Nice little tuck spot here. Beautiful lady in the, look at that, what do you call that? A stole, I think, a stole. And some fabrics there. And of course I haven't used these in a while, but these are the snippets. They're back. Another piece of ephemera here. These make great backdrops for images or things that you may want to add to your journal. It does have the, you know, some pink flowers in it, but I really just wanted to keep it nice and simple. So it's just got a few pretties in it. Very functional. It's a good size to put in your purse. It's bigger than like a little notebook, but it's a nice size. You could tote it around with you very easily. Nice grays. This is a lady in her garden with a lace heart. Thought that went well together. Another little mini pocket with some fabric in the sari silk with a little card inside. And of course the ephemera in the back. More lace. A little stamping here. It's just, you know, you can't, it's just, it doesn't have a whole bunch on the pages, but each page has got something. Because, you know, if I was to decorate the whole thing, it would not be functional at all. So I didn't go, like I said earlier, I did not go crazy. I might be crazy, but I didn't go crazy with the book. Little pocket here. And this has got some fabrics and part of a book page there. And 2 little cards. Cute. Cute, cute. Another pretty image there. Lady in her kitchen. And the back pocket is the same as the front. With the button and the different fabrics with the seam binding. And it's got a little pretty card in it. With lines on the back there. And then a little photo mat. That you can put your image there. And then you have writing space on the back. And it's got some script stamp going on too. Real pretty curtain fabric for the back. But I just fell in love with these. I think I have one more maybe. But I just fell in love with this. This is what inspired it. And I just fell in love with it. There's the spine. And there's the front. And I want to thank y'all for being here with me. I appreciate it. I hope everybody had a wonderful and safe Christmas. And I will see you, hopefully, in the next video. Bye-bye, everybody.